500 times across the globe. They are hugely rich in functionality. So it gives you a totally new set of function, processes, stuff like that, most of the time. And if you have a legacy on several technologies, on several software platforms, with a huge set of file transfers and manual breaks and media breaks and all these things, and you don't have even the skills and capability to maintain and further development the legacy because they are just outdated technology. So if I was mainly involved in situations where we talk about legacy 30 plus years, right? So the costs of maintaining and further development were at a degree that the costs were actually very high. But in addition, every new functionality, it just takes a huge amount of time. And then if you compare that to a package which is super rich in functionality, where you just have to, let's say, configure and turn it on. That was a major reason for doing the core bank transformation.
Good. Going back for that point that I was asking you in terms of he worked, right? In terms of he worked, what is the best case, your worst case that you have seen? Do you have a sense of, indicators for that? Like very good implementations have, let's say, 5% of he work, right? The worst case we have.
So actually, it goes from 0 to 1. It means I have seen programs failing totally, where then even the provider was switched. But it has nothing to do with the core banking package. It was always about the degree of customization and the program management and the business not talking to, or the IT not, and the program not talking to the stakeholders appropriately. So what most people totally underestimate is the, let's say, you need to imagine no organization is prepared for an IT transformation that size. The organization is designed to run the business and maybe to 5 to 10% change business. That's the typical design of an overall organization. If you're doing a core bank transformation, you may end up changing 50 to 80% of what people are used to, because everything changes.
You mean if we assume that the processes that are going to be implemented are the FlexCube processes, right?
Yep. Yeah, of course. So if you think you do not implement FlexCube, so if you think you can configure FlexCube to your target processes, I promise I will tell you will fail, or the bank will fail. It's not you personally, but the bank will fail if they are thinking that they can implement their target processes. Most of the time, people do not know their target processes anyway, because the only thing they know is what they have today. Most people cannot imagine what a to-be target process should look like. And if they have an understanding